Welcome to another edition of your morning workout talk brought to you by Literary Pharaoh. It's Wednesday, folks. Wednesday, folks. Yeah. On the way to the gym. The quiet, early, lonely morning. And I say lonely because I don't see anyone. It's dark. Dark. But when I see this type of darkness and lack of human presence, it sort of intensifies my ability to be introspective. It also allows me to dig a little bit deeper into my own thoughts, and it's meditative in a way. Even though I'm spending time talking right now, it's still a form of meditation in a therapeutic sense. That a lot of the times when people go to seek a counselor or they're seeking to speak to someone, it's usually the patient that's doing all the talking, and the therapist is the person that's asking questions but guiding the conversation. But most of the talking is done by the patient. So in this sense, I'm a patient. We're all patients to a degree. We all are suffering something, some more severe than others, but the ability to cry, the ability to laugh, the ability to go through the different human emotions in a day or in a week, it's therapeutic. Just like they say, when you cry, it's a way to release an emotional toxin. Having emotions is not a negative thing. To be angry is also therapeutic. To be sad is also therapeutic. To be happy is therapeutic. We've been taught, wrongly taught, that having certain emotions are negative. No, they're not negative. It's similar to having a charge when you're talking about magneticism and the electromagnetic field. When you're talking about the immersion of electrons and the extrapolation of electrons, and you're talking about having a positive charge and a negative charge. They're all charges. Whether it's a positive or negative charge is a moot point. The point is everything that we do or everything that we experience as human beings, and we are electrical beings, it's okay. But the serious question is, how much is an emotion taking over your life? How much is an emotion doing the damage in your life? In other words, is there a balance? Are you always crying? Are you always sad? Are you always laughing? People who laugh all the time, that's not healthy. That's not normal. When people say, oh, this person is always happy, be very, very circumspect and be suspect about a person who's always happy. Because when the lights are off and that person is in a state of solitude, more often than not, that person that's always happy, those people are usually the saddest people when no one's looking. There was a survey that was done, I don't know how many years ago this was done. They said most comedians are depressed. You say, how can that be? These are people who stand on stage and talk to make other people laugh. You would think that comedians are the happiest people, but it's not true. Comedians, comics, are usually the most saddest people. So it's just about having our emotions put in check and understanding that the human experience does come with a sense of vulnerability and frailties, and we have to be able to embrace that truth, but understand that those frailties and vulnerabilities doesn't make us weak. That's what makes us a little bit more humane. That's what makes us more courteous. That's what makes us otherly minded, meaning that we're thinking about other people more than we're thinking about ourselves. That's the normal way to function, is to take the good and the bad and mix and mash them together to formulate a positive outcome. It's not to try to eliminate the negative, because you can't. Eliminating negative is an exercise in futility, because you're trying to eliminate something that's indelibly here. You can't, just like you can't get rid of your DNA. It's here. That's how nonsensical it is to me when I hear people say that they're trying to stop being negative or stop being this or stop being that. I'm like, nah, don't. I talked about this many times before. It's about having a balance. So we all are, to a certain degree, patients. We're patients, and we're all on drugs. You say, what is this guy talking about? We're all on drugs. We're patients. We're all on drugs. Every time you eat a food, that's a drug. Everything that you do is drug riddled. There's drugs in everything. The approach that we all take, especially growing up, it all starts when you're little. Ignorance begets ignorance, and it takes some time to unlearn and unwind all the manipulative topics and concepts that we've been supplied over the years. It takes some awakening. It takes a great awakening to happen, to come to the realization that there's no such thing as illegal drugs. Now, it's illegal in terms of what the government says it's illegal. They're good drugs and bad drugs. Every time you eat food, you're putting drugs in your mouth. You say, why? Because foods are made up of chemicals. Chemicals are drugs. Whether it's cocaine or marijuana, those are chemicals, toxins, chemicals. They're drugs. You guys are eating drugs every day. Every time you stop at Starbucks, every time you stop at McDonald's, every time you eat at Popeye's Chicken, you're consuming drugs. And those drugs have a way of impacting your hormones, impacting your cells, impacting your DNA, and impacting your health. Same thing as those quote-unquote illegal drugs. They do the same thing. Whether you use fentanyl, meth, cigarette smoking, marijuana smoke, whatever it is, it impacts behavior, it impacts health, because we're all driven by our hormones. We are hormonal beings. That's why people who think on a deeper level have a higher functioning pineal gland, which is associated with the adrenal gland. It's all hormonal. It's only your hormones. So we all are patients. We're patients. Whether you're talking about a patient that's sitting in a hospital or a patient that's just walking around like everything's normal, we all seek therapy in a way. And for you to say that you don't, then you're in denial. That just speaks to a deeper, that speaks more to your mental state and how, fooled you become. As the saying goes, the biggest fool is the fool that doesn't know that they're a fool. But yeah. Today I'm doing chest and triceps. I'm gonna do a little legs because we have to kind of we have a project to work on today at work, so I have to make sure that I get out of the gym in time. Don't want to be late. We didn't have to go to work Monday. I think when I made that video, we didn't have to go to work Monday, and we didn't have to go to work Tuesday either. Due to the storm, most of our buildings 70% of our buildings are still not operating. Well, on Tuesday, 70% was not operating. Today, I think more buildings are operating. However, we have to come in today. They're not going to give us a whole week off, so I'm thankful for those 2 days. So I got a lot done. Really productive around the house, and yeah. And the reason why I was saying that foods are that everybody's on drugs is because usually the allopathic means of medicine, meaning the way that we practice medicine in our country today, And they like to give you drugs. They'll write you a prescription and say, take this medicine, and this medicine cures this. But there's plenty of times where people have used food. It goes back to the roots of ethno-medicine, medicine that uses herbs and foods to heal. Why are foods able to heal people? Because foods are medicinal. So foods are also drugs. You have foods that kill, you have foods that heal. Anything you put into your mouth is a food. Whether it's a diet pill, whether it's a workout pill, whether it's a pill to gain muscle, whatever you put inside your mouth is a drug and a food. It's food. So those terms, food and drugs, are interchangeable. They're interchangeable terms. They're intertwined. There aren't any distinctions because they both impact our biochemistry, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Oh, it's 4:42. Just pulled up to the gym. Parking my car right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm the 5th car that got here. There are people that get here super early. Super early. And some of these people who come this early, this is also therapy too. You say, why does God keep talking about therapy, therapeutic acts? Because, that feeling of rushing, I hate it. It's not good for my equilibrium, my mental equilibrium. I need balance. Like, I'd rather get somewhere super, super duper early than get somewhere where it's almost time to come, then I have to hurry up and jump out the car and get my stuff like that. That doesn't sit right. That doesn't sit right with me. And it sets you off to a day of panic and rush. And how you start your day usually dictates how your day is going to be. Which is why a lot of the days after I leave the gym, I have great days at work, because the hardest part of my day is done with. Work is not hard, but people come to work complaining about every little thing that they have to do. But in my head, I'm like, man, I woke up early. I'm doing something that most Americans don't do. I'm diligent. I'm disciplined. I came to the gym. I just killed myself in the gym. I take my cold showers to wake me up, because cold showers are very beneficial. If you don't believe me, Google it and do your own research. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that comfortable at first, but you get used to it after a while. But I don't take cold showers every day. I usually take cold showers after the gym. And, well, I've been taking them every day because on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've been doing my yoga at home. And I've been sweating a lot. My body temperature has to be high. Like, I can't already be cool and take a cold shower. I'm not going to do that. That's torture. But after, in the gym, working up a sweat, going directly into the shower, I can do that. But yeah, the hard part of my day is already done. Right? So I'm not fazed by anything that's going on at my job. I'm almost at a high, because there's a certain euphoria that's above me, And working out does release a hormone of endorphins. And endorphins are happy hormones. So it's not that I'm going to work smiling I'm happy. I'm just whatever happens. I'm relaxed. All right, I'm going to stop this video here. Yeah, it's about 14 minutes in. I'm going to sit here and do some meditation before I go inside the gym. Thank you guys for indulging me for another edition of your morning workout talk, brought to you by your literary pharaoh. All right, take care, guys. All right, bye.